Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa, and we are just right on the eve of the new year. And I know we're all looking for some options in this economy to try to find some ways to maybe make some passive income. So I've been talking with Johnny, and are going to get creative and try to find some solutions for you guys. So give us a like, share this video, and we'll be right back with Johnny Litecoin. Hey, Johnny, Merry Christmas. We missed seeing you there. I know we both had some stuff going on, but we hope you had a great Christmas and looking forward to a happy new year there at your house.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody. I missed everybody and hope everyone had a good Christmas and is getting ready for a good new year.
Yeah, definitely. I had my favorite hairdresser come over last night and brought some girlfriends. I've been talking to her about cryptocurrency for over a year now, and they're finally ready to pull the trigger. I think this inflation and what's going on in the economy finally got them, just ready to really dive in and learn. And she said something that I thought was really powerful. And she said, we're tired of trading hours for dollars, and really just looking for some other options. And I thought about what you have been doing with some of the yield farming and looking for those, options for passive income where people are looking for other solutions. As the dollar's collapsing, we're seeing what's happening in Turkey and what happened when the banks, closed the doors on people in Lebanon recently. And so I wanted to kind of touch base with you with kind of what you found recently and what some of those options or solutions might be for people.
Yeah. So guys, they only control us because we need their paycheck. And this is kind of a little play on words I took from Wall Street Bets, where they said they only control us because we use their currency. And I said they only control us because we need their paycheck, because that's why everyone's doing what people have been forced to do a lot of things they don't want to do. So the bottom line is you got to get your money to work. You got to start thinking different. And passive income is really where it's at. And I really love this yield farming thing. And, this whole liquidity mining / yield farming. A lot of the reason is, Lisa, this builds up the decentralized peer-to-peer trading, right? These protocols are only as powerful as the amount of liquidity that's went into them. So by more people engaging in this, makes peer-to-peer trading that much more powerful. It makes the bad guys more powerless against us. If we give them all the power, then they're going to say, oh, we don't like that financial transaction. Yay. They're going to totally restrict whatever we do. So that's as far as I'm concerned, all these, even if you guys out there are skeptical on DeFi, people say, oh, they don't get it with the coins that are created or whatnot. Why do you need the coin? Just remember, it's an alternative system that's being built. So I would just embrace it. Now, my thing is, I'm embracing it, not so much as using it. I looked at it as a way to get passive income as far as funding the pools. So I don't necessarily trade much through it. I said, well, let me be more the landlord of this whole thing. So this is really powerful stuff. And you know, this is what we call an AMM, like an automated market maker. These are these decentralized exchanges, these DEXs out there, right? And this would be like your Uniswap, Pancake Swap, Wand Swap, which is the one that I've always talked about on Wand Chain, which for the record, the Wand Swap DEX on Wand Chain is my favorite one to practice on and to learn what the hell you're doing. And once you know what you're doing, there's so many opportunities that pop up with this. So give you guys a great example. Since we've last had a show, there's a new DEX that I became aware of. It's built on something called Moon River. Are you familiar with Moon River, Lisa?
I have not heard of that. No.
All right. So Moon River it's like an Ethereum compatible network. It has like that EVM compatibility. I believe Moon River is built on Polkadot. All right. But so there is a DEX in there called Huckleberry. And there was a Litecoin pool that I became aware of. And when I first became aware of it, the APY that was paying out of it was like 500+%. How this works with these pools of money in DeFi, as more money goes into the pool, the yield goes down. As less money is in there, it's a higher yield because there's not as much. You don't have to split the pie up with as many people. But there's two ways you get paid in DeFi, which we've talked about, but I'll reiterate it again. You're farming, you're yield farming, which means when you provide your liquidity to one of these AMMs, right? And you say, I want to provide liquidity to a trading pool. And in the Wand Swap example, you would provide liquidity to the Litecoin pool, and you pair Litecoin with Dogecoin, or not with Dogecoin, with WASP, which is the governance token of that ecosystem. So when you provide liquidity in this yield farming, you have to provide an even share of both coins. You pair them up, all right? But you get a piece of all the trading activity that goes through there. So I've been doing some yield farming in some newer DEXs that have some serious trading volume going through there, which is, you know, it's a great way to make passive income.
So on the new one that you're talking about, this Moon River, that's on Polkadot and an Ethereum chain. If you're using Litecoin, that's a totally different chain, though. Is that the point of wrapping it? Is
yeah,
because it would have to be wrapped to then function on the Ethereum chain.
Yep, exactly. Okay. Yep, you're wrapping it, and then now you take your Litecoin, you send it through a cross-chain bridge, and you wrapped it. So now in this bridge, you can go into Wand Chain, or then you can go right into Moon River, right through that same bridge. So you can wrap and unwrap into different blockchain networks, and it's powerful stuff. It really is powerful stuff. It's again, you're helping out the people by doing this. So you're actually doing good for the world because you're helping out peer-to-peer trading, and you're making your passive income at the same time. So that's a fine looking hat. Somebody said Lisa gave me the same one. I put it forward because I'm loving my Monarch hats. I'm definitely loving them. So I got this from a nice road show I found out about.
Yeah, I sent a little care package for Christmas. So yeah, to make sure that the Johnny Litecoin fam was all geared up for Christmas for sure.
Oh man. But back to this yield farming and liquidity mining and being a liquidity provider. There's high yields to make. A lot of pools pay several, like I just said before, there was a Litecoin pool paying 500%. I'm also doing some stuff in QuickSwap right now. So QuickSwap, you do through the Polygon network. And do you use
the Matic token, right? Or that's the ticker for it is Matic.
Yeah.
But then they changed the name to Polygon.
Yeah. So you guys need to get involved with Polygon network. You have to.
So that's the one thing that's really significant about that. You know, we hear so much about Ethereum killers and all these tokens or projects that want to be the next Ethereum, that want to do what Ethereum set out to do, but faster, cheaper, all this. But Polygon has really come alongside of Ethereum and said, you know what, there's so many great projects built and already established on Ethereum. Let's not destroy it, but let's make it better. And that's one thing that I think is really on the side of Matic or Polygon, is that it's there to be a problem solver. And I really like that.
Polygon has such momentum. Everything is about the integration. That's the key to it all. What integrates into what? And Polygon is integrating into everything. Give you a great example, OpenSea. You wouldn't want to mint the NFT on Ethereum right now. You would want to mint it on Polygon, which integrates into OpenSea. I'm not talking about owning so much the Matic token either. I'm talking more about using the network. You guys want to get into using the Polygon network. So what you got to do, you move, just like I was saying about the cross-chain bridge, you move your Ethereum-based asset, either Ethereum or your ERC20 token, into Polygon network. And now you can move your the asset around for a penny or two, and you could do a lot of cool stuff. So actually, if you guys are into Shiba out there, you could take your Shiba, you could put it on Polygon, and you could yield farm through QuickSwap and make like 100+% return, which is pretty cool.
Say that one more time. If you own Shiba,
you could take a coin like Shiba, and you could move it over. You could move it into the Polygon network, and then you could provide liquidity into QuickSwap, which has a Shiba pool, and you can make like 100% APY. I think you'd pair up Shiba with Matic token or Shiba and ETH. And it's I highly recommend the Polygon network. Again, this is Johnny Litecoin telling you guys this. I don't make many recommendations. I'm not recommending the coin, although it's probably Matic is probably a great token and great coin. For me, it's all about the use. And if I use something and I like it, then I'm going to report back and say, hey guys, I've used this. I like it. It's not speculation. I don't like to say stuff that I think and I'm sure about. I like to talk about things that I know about, that I've done, that I've experienced. So that's why I'm a huge fan of this Polygon network. But again, I would definitely recommend practicing more in this WAN swap, which is a great DEX as well, great DEX to make money in, but it's a lot cheaper to get into WAN swap and to move your assets in and out of there. The problem with getting into Polygon network is you have to move your Ethereum-based asset into Polygon, and if we went to the Polygon bridge right now, the fee would probably be like $100 to move an asset through there. So it's you want to make sure when you're ready to do it, you're ready to do it. You know what you're doing, and you want to do it in like one shot. You don't want to move drips and drabs. That's why I tell everyone practice more on the wand swap stuff, learn what you're doing. Then when you see these different yield farming opportunities, you know what to do. You don't need to go in there and putz around. You go in there, you do what you need to do, and you could move in and out fast if you have to.
So what would be the best way to learn? Go to WandSwap, and are there tutorials on WandSwap of how to
We've done our video, Lisa. Remember we did a video?
Yeah.
So we actually have a damn good tutorial.
Yeah.
There's another guy out there that you can look at on Twitter. He goes by like DeFi Money Printer, and he's got a lot of YouTube videos he comes out with that are all demo stuff where he's sharing his screen and showing you what to do. But really what you would want to do to practice, I guess, would be you could just download the Wand wallet. You download it right on your computer, and you have to enable the dApps within the wallet. You go in there, you enable the dApps, and it has one of the dApps is called Wand Bridge. And then you just basically like you back in the day, if you're kind of like you do a swap in like Shapeshift or Change Now or Changely, more like Changely. Shapeshift was back in the day. You line up a swap like that. You're basically swapping your asset, and you're getting the wrapped asset back. And then and then the whole point of DeFi, once you wrap the asset, you don't want to leave a wrapped asset in your wallet. You use the wrapped asset to put to work into the different dApp, decentralized application. And then you're earning money from it. Another great example, Lisa, Uniswap integrates with Polygon now. So Polygon is integrating with everything. So if you'd want to...
I pulled up the wrong one.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I pulled up Uniswap. I put WandSwap in.
WandSwap is the DEX.
Sorry.
So you just go to wandchain.org and just download their desktop wallet. And you can do
sorry, guys. I pulled up.
No, that's all right. And this is the best way to practice. Just send a little Litecoin. That's the great thing about Litecoin. Litecoin is, even if you guys don't like Litecoin out there and you're listening to this, utilize Litecoin to your advantage. Have some Litecoin ready to go on your phone. Litecoin's a great coin. If you download a wallet, send somebody a few pennies and show them how it works. So, same thing for something like this. You could move Litecoin through this bridge fast. So you're on wandswap.finance right now, Lisa.
Okay, is that the wrong?
Okay, let me explain this to you guys. This is the decentralized exchange, right? If you're using MetaMask wallet, you can add one chain as a network in MetaMask, and you can just go to the website here and connect your wallet, and it'll connect your MetaMask wallet right in there, right? What I'm recommending to do to start with, you could just download a desktop's application or software that works like Exodus, and that's the Wand Chain desktop wallet. A lot of people aren't comfortable in MetaMask. It's scary. A lot of people don't want to use it. So you don't need to use it, is what I'm saying. You could just go to wandchain.org in the browser, Lisa.
Okay.
Perfect. And you just go to products up there. And then you would go to your desktop wallet. We don't need to do it now. And you would just download the desktop wallet, just like you guys would download Exodus. It's going to give you seed words. Write down your seed words. Keep them safe, obviously. Now, if you're asking now, some people might be watching this and might be newer to crypto. They might say, what are seed words? Let me explain that. Seed words are your private keys, right? Or seed words are the words that'll generate your private keys, right? So the seed words are 12 words or 24 words that you need to write down in exact order, and you keep them safe, because if you lose your phone or computer device, you need to then utilize those seed words to recreate your wallet. You got to remember something with crypto. Your money is never actually in the wallet. Your money is always on the blockchain itself. And the wallet just shows you a nice user interface for how you can interact with the blockchain. And a lot of wallets obviously are multi-coin wallets. So like Exodus, probably our favorite wallet out there. Exodus has built a beautiful user interface that lets us send and receive our coins easy. The coins aren't sitting in Exodus's wallet. Exodus doesn't have possession of those coins. They're on the blockchain networks. It's just that wallet lets you unlock and send and receive your coins in an easy manner. Clint Westwood, very great advice, Lisa. Don't make a digital copy of your seed words, paper only. Mm-hmm. I can't tell you how many people make a screenshot of their seed words and keep it in their phone. And let me explain to you something. Somebody finds out that you're involved with crypto and they hack into your email. They probably from there can easily hack into your phone, right? And even if they don't even hack into your phone itself, they could probably get into your Apple account, your iCloud account, and all that. Then they could see whatever's on your phone. If they knew you were into crypto and you had a picture of 12 words written down in a specific order, well, I'm pretty sure Mr. Hacker is going to think this might be for a crypto wallet. Let me do some recreating wallet utilizing these seed words. So great advice. Do not.
We know that Apple just announced last year that they were going to be, for your safety, they were going to be looking at people's pictures. To make sure that there weren't, child predators or anything. So they will be looking at your pictures. So don't take a screenshot. That was one of the things that we let people know last night at the class. The other thing, when we were talking about seed phrases and what a seed phrase is or what your private keys are, we talked about a mailbox or like a PO box, and that your PO box or your PO box address is your public address. You could want people, they can send you crypto. You want them to know your PO box or your public address. That's fine, but nobody has the key, your private key, to get in to the back. And so that's why that's your private key, to be able to get that mail out or get your crypto out. And so we kind of explained it that way too.
Good way to it's a good analogy to use.
Yeah.
It's a great analogy.
Public and a private key.
I like that. Lisa, go back in the browser to the wanswap.finance. So now we can show.
Okay.
Let's show again how the DEX work. So this is a decentralized exchange. Okay. Now you see in the top it says swap, pool, and then farming. On the top row there, swap, pool, farming. If you go to so let's just see here right now, because I want to show you guys, these are the different pools that you can provide liquidity for. So you would provide liquidity through the pool tab, and then you would put what happens is when you add your liquidity, you pair up two tokens. Okay. Remember I said you put an even, we've done this live before.
Yeah.
Liquidity. You put an even amount of the both tokens in there, and then you stake them in the farm and go into that farming tab, Lisa.
Okay.
And these are all the different pools and if you scroll down, is it taking a second to
it's just loading. Sorry.
Loading.
Okay, there we go.
So if you see here's all the different pools. And it shows you, so like stop for 1 second, Lisa. If we see the pool right there says WASP1, all right, in the middle there, WASP1, there's 4,680,916,000 in liquidity in that pool right there, right? The yield that it's paying based on that amount of liquidity and the price of the WASP token right now is 27.41%. And that's because there's 500, and it's emitting 605,000 WASP per week, right? Scroll back up to the top of the page, Lisa. Scroll all the way up. Now, if we see, and click on analytics. Now, this is what's going on through this DEX. And this is what I mean. This is actually, this powers your peer-to-peer trade. And if you scroll down, go to where it shows under tokens, the next section will say top pairs.
Okay.
Scroll down a little bit more.
Oh, pairs. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No problem. So right in there, it shows you the liquidity in each pool, and the trading volume that's going through, and then how many fees are collected. And this is all powered by the people. This isn't companies clearing the trades. This is me and you and Joe and Mary and everybody around the world that is providing the infrastructure and helping to clear these trades. And by doing this, you're becoming a payment processor. You're doing kind of what I always did, where I put out point of sale systems in Main Street USA and credit card machines and retail stores and stuff. And now you're a payment processor in DeFi, and you're enabling all this DeFi to go down. So it's that's the point of all this stuff. And so you're paid in two ways. You're paid a percentage of those fees based on the portion of the pool that you own. All right. However much of the pool if you own 5% of the pool, you collect 5% of those fees.
Okay.
But the other way you're paid is by the token that you're farming. In the pools emit a token, and then by staking your liquidity in there, you're like, if you go back to the other section where it shows how many WASP, go back to the other initial page on OneSwap.finance. Yeah, if you go there and it's like at the top pool there, it shows 168,781 WASP per week. That's how many. Now that WASP token is the governance token of this DEX, just like Uniswap is the governance token of their DEX. I guess in the centralized land, I'm going to say Celsius is probably the governance token of their centralized ecosystem that they have. But once you learn how to do this, guys, I'll give you another URL to go to, and then you can just see all the stuff that starts popping up. Go to huckleberry.finance.
Okay. Oops.
Huckleberry.finance.
Oh, sorry.
Here's another one of these things. So looks probably pretty familiar. You got your so once you go click on that liquidity tab. Looks kind of like it did on the other one, right?
Okay, yeah.
These are all built identical. That's why once you know how to use one, you know how to really use them all. Go to Adventures. Go to Rivers.
Tom's house.
So we click on Rivers. We scroll down a little bit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So these are all different pools. They're just calling it rivers here. We scroll down. I'll show you the Litecoin pool. It's probably about 6 or 8 down. The Light River.
The Grand Canal. Light
There
River.
goes the Light
Okay.
River right there. All right. So the Light River right now. I mean, you see these are baby pools. There's $21,000 in there. That's nothing. And it's paying out 150.
APY 158%.
Yep. So there's a lot of yield to be making right now. I mean, you know, this is a new DEX. I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, but it's worth to. I always say, hey, it's worth to test out and try out. Now there's some things to be conscientious of. You have to pair Litecoin in this token in here called Fin. Now, you don't want to, because there's no liquidity in here, you can't go in here and trade a bunch of Litecoin for another token. It'll crash the price in there because there's not a lot of, it's not like Coinbase or Binance where you can come in and sell millions of dollars worth. So the cool thing is with these two, you can really see how markets move when you're in some of these like baby pools. And you know what I mean? When there's not a lot of money in there.
Okay.
Now
so you have to match the same amount of Fin to Litecoin that you bring into this pool.
Yep, you got to match the same amount of Fin to Litecoin. So one strategy I would tell people is maybe send a little Bitcoin in there and Litecoin, and then you can convert the Bitcoin into Fin because Bitcoin's a more liquid market in there. And Litecoin in DeFi is not. Litecoin is great liquidity in the main exchanges people use, all the regular exchanges. In DeFi, Litecoin does not have good liquidity. That's an opportunity, though, because the yields you can make are insane. So it's good and bad. You know what I mean? The liquidity will increase. But yeah, the whole point of this is you always are pairing together two tokens. Now, let's go to QuickSwap, Lisa, because you guys, I know some of you guys that are into Shiba, and I know some of you guys have the Matic token, and so go to quickswap.exchange.
Okay.
And see, again, it looks pretty similar, right?
Yeah.
Go to pool.
Pool. And that looks the same.
Looks identical, right?
Yeah.
Go to
they
farms.
Really are all kind of set up the same. And then
Now
LP mining.
All right. Now you can start to see all the different pools. Give it a minute to load. You can start to see all the different pools that are available in here. There's a Shiba pool. Some of these pools pay out some serious APY. And there's look at this. Look at the one. All right, like Ethan Quick, right? There's $2,438 in fees that got collected in the last 24 hours. It's a lot of fees that went through there.
Wow.
And you there's a Shiba pool. It's probably on another page, but
there's 7 pages. So there's Matic and let's see, only $59 paid out.
There's a pool right there that's paying over 1,000%. I think it's on the next page is the Shiba pool.
Okay.
I think so, but
whoops, I skipped one.
Scroll up. Let's see.
No.
Maybe, no, go to the next one.
Let me go 4.
So you could Solana and Matic. You could yield farm with that. Shiba and Matic right there.
70.39%.
So what you would do, and that's changing all the time because you might get where if Shiba takes back off, you know, the amount of trading volume that QuickSwap is very popular. So QuickSwap, those fees for 24 hours might go up to be $5,000 through this pool if Shiba takes off in price, and you'd be collecting a piece of it all. So how you use QuickSwap, you put your Shiba on the Polygon network, and then you could do your business in there.
Crazy.
Some of this, it's crazy. On the first page, there's a pool. There's a meme token, WSG, Wall Street Games.
Okay.
And playing off the Wall Street bets. If you pair that up with QuickSwap, it's over 1,000% payout right now.
That's what, that one that was over 1,000% above.
Yeah. I think it was on page 2. Go back to page 2. There it is. WSG Quick, the second pool.
Dang.
Yeah, so it's a lot of this. But again, guys, Polygon, the key to this is the main DEX that's built for the Matic and Polygon, the Polygon network. Matic is the token. I guess Matic token, they rebranded as Polygon.
Yeah, they rebranded it as Polygon, but it's still, the ticker is still Matic.
It's still Matic. Yeah. The ticker's still Matic. But now this QuickSwap token took off like a rocket. Took off like a complete rocket the last couple days. So it came back down to earth, but the amount of fees going through some of those pools were up 10 times what they are now in the last 24-hour snapshot.
Interesting. So
go to scroll back up, go to charts.
Charts. Okay. That's their analytics or whatever.
This is their analytics.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so you see there's a lot of liquidity in here. There's almost $1 billion in QuickSwap, where WanSwap was 29 million. So this is 30 times as big as WanSwap. And more, obviously more trading pairs, more of your ERC. WanSwap has different pairs. The key to this, you want to use different ones. You never want to use just one of these things. You want to be using, it's moving your funds around, and that's, you're putting your money to work. And so go down a little more, Lisa, where it shows top pair. Let's see some of the volume that went through in the last 7 days.
Look at this Matic USDC, $14 million.
7 days, $112 million went through. So if you were providing liquidity to that pool, you're getting a piece of those fees. So the fees in the last 24 hours were $43,000. So probably on the 112,000, there was $400,000 in fees that were collected. Wow. I mean, this is promising because it's a lot of peer-to-peer trading too. It's not saying, hey, not all the volume's going. The more powerful this stuff gets, if the system goes down, we can make it, because we can still trade assets back and forth. People still need to convert money, and life needs to go on. So if the system goes down, and there's a lot of these DeFi protocols that are strong, it's real. I mean, not that it's gonna save the world, but it's gonna make things a lot easier.
But it gives options. That's where, like, when they're threatening Russia with, taking down SWIFT and all that, and they're like, we don't really care, because there are options. So it's really interesting.
Yeah, but you could see, so it's a lot of, it's promising. Again, it's promising, and this is a great way to make your passive income and get involved with this stuff, guys. It's look,
And
Litecoin.
your suggestion is because of moving on and off of these DEXs, there are fees involved. WAN WAN swap is one of the lowest fees. So if you're learning how to do this, you might want to learn with a smaller amount and learn on WAN swap.
Take half a Litecoin, download the WAN wallet, like we just showed you guys through wanchain.org. Download the WAN wallet. DM me if you guys get stuck, and I'll show you how to send it over there and get started. And you can start practicing and learning what to do. And then when you know what you're doing more, I'd say, hey, bring some assets over to Polygon. And Polygon, you don't want to make mistakes on, because WAN swap is great if you make mistakes. You could do 200, 300 transactions for 1 penny. So if you make a mistake, you just do the transaction back. And to get your assets, you might have made a mistake and sent the wrong asset into Polygon because you don't know what you're doing. Now to send it back out and then your other asset back in there, you could be $300-400 in the hole before you even did anything.
Right. Yeah. That's a hard learning curve.
Yeah. Now with any of this stuff, you need the token of that ecosystem for the gas. So you need one chain.
But can you buy it with, like, if you download the wallet and you moved Litecoin onto that wallet, you could swap for WAN chain?
I'll even give you one better. When you move Litecoin into the through the bridge, it credits your wallet with a tiny bit of WAN.
Oh, cool.
And then your next transaction needs to be swap and get 1 WAN coin. That's all you need. Get 1. And 1 will last you forever. 1 will be your gas for the year. Just get 1 coin and then use that for your gas fees. And then now you can, but if you don't do it on the next transaction, you'll be out of gas because they give you just enough to do that 1 swap to get your WAN.
Okay.
And then you can get DM me. That's why I got my DM open, guys. Yeah. It's to help you guys out. And the main thing I want to help people out with is try to help people get passive income so we can beat the bad guys and win. And don't be depressed. People are depressed. Bitcoin didn't trade good this year. Litecoin didn't trade good. And we had a bad end of the year. So if you're sitting around and saying, oh, when's crypto going to moon? When's crypto going to moon? Start making some money. Use your assets you have to your advantage.
This is a great time for education. That's what we always say. A down market is a great time for education. That's what, we got in, Mom gave us Litecoin when we got married in 2017, and we had 3 years of bear, and we're grateful for it.
Yeah, it's, look, it's, I think it's almost, there's the thing I'm most excited about for Litecoin coming up. There's going to be a wrapped Litecoin on Ethereum. And this, Lisa, is going to be insane. Let me tell you about why this is going to be so insane. Ethereum sucks the network to move on. So people are saying, why is Johnny excited to wrap his Litecoin to move it around on Ethereum, right? It's because of the opportunities that are going to arise with it. The amount of farming and liquidity pools to get into. And the Litecoin community is not that into DeFi. So the opportunity is there to make a lot of money. So you'll be able to put your Litecoin to work. You'll build a bridge at the Polygon when that happens. I'm sure QuickSwap will probably have a Litecoin pool at that point in time. And there'll be a lot of cool stuff you could do with it. So of all the things coming up, obviously Mimblewimble, so many exciting things for Litecoin. The wrapped Litecoin on Ethereum is probably what I'm the most excited about, because that's going to give people the best chance for passive income. And a lot of people don't like DeFi and they're bitter about it. And I just say, look, I don't let it confuse me where I don't say, oh, these tokens that are being created and all these, I don't compare them to Bitcoin or Litecoin it is what it is.
Right.
The token, like the WASP token, people say, oh, WASP, that's crap compared to Bitcoin. It's not trying to be Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It runs that.
An orange is not trying to be an apple. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's all it's trying to do. And so, and what you could also look at it too as a way to earn more Bitcoin, earn more Litecoin. If you're earning a crypto and you don't like the crypto you're earning,
swap it back.
That's the point of it. You're going to make money on yourself for using your own DEX in there. So that's my recommendation. But learn this stuff, guys. The bear market is for learning. Start playing around with stuff. Now, everyone's at a different level. There's people watching the show that maybe haven't even bought cryptos yet. There's people out there that never moved a coin off of Coinbase or Voyager, and they need to take that next step. You got to walk before you can run. First step I always say is download a wallet. You could download the Monarch wallet, which we always like, which you guys are downloading on the Roadshow, which is a good mobile wallet. You could download Exodus or something like that. Just download a wallet, write down the seed words, and then practice try to send a transaction to yourself. You need to use this stuff a little bit first before you can.
Yeah, that's one of the things we do in the class is, that's why we do what we do and we go on the road, because we really want people to have that muscle memory kind of experience. Like, Westwood sends them that Litecoin and they have that experience where it goes cha-ching, and then we're encouraging them, okay, now we're going to play telephone and you send a little bit to your neighbor and you're going to scan and send it to them and they're going to send it to them. And that way they can have that experience of sending crypto to each other, because it is a little intimidating. But last night when my friends were here, I'm like, okay, we're going to look at the address and we're going to look at the first couple letters and we're going to look at the last couple letters of the address. And I know PAC just came out. They had an announcement that they're using PAC tags, kind of like cash tags on Cash App. So the technology is changing. It's getting easier and easier. We are in this transition, moving towards mass adoption, but we're in the transition, so we've got to stay vigilant in the transition, and be responsible and have that personal responsibility for our safety and make sure that we're teaching other people that same thing. But we're getting there. It's getting there.
And I'll throw a comment out too about Reggie and Very and all that. And so a lot of people are also too said, oh, well, should I not get involved with this because of Veritasium and all that? I really like Reggie, great guy. I've watched all his stuff. He's not playing. His intention isn't to take out these DEXs. It's he owns the intellectual property, and the banks are going to be required to pay this man in some way, shape, or form. He holds the patents on that IP, and that's who he's going after. He's not going after. He maybe could, but that would be a lot harder on his end to get traction.
Well, and in the interviews that I've heard him say, he said, I may do something like they have to hold Very to run the DEX or something, or every DEX has to use a Very in the transaction or something like that. Like, that's cool. I respect that. He has the patent for the, for the original, transaction. I think it only makes it more secure to say, like, this is a legit DEX, that this has the true patented.
He wouldn't be able to do it with the decentralized exchanges because the
okay.
token's already created, they're already out, and the cat's already out of the bag.
Okay.
That wouldn't. And the other
It would
thing
be
is
with the banks then?
The other thing is too, the very token itself, it was an ERC20 token.
Okay.
It's not its own blockchain. So it probably had it was an ERC20 token. So the token itself is not anything. It's not like
Of
it's
its own creation. Okay.
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly. So
Okay.
but he has the intellectual property. So now when I don't even want to name their names, when the big banks out there,
we know who they are.
And which I've spoken about. I've said before publicly, they're going to build an infrastructure and layer into this stuff. Well, now he has, they have to pay him in some way, shape, or form. He's going to be getting paid off of that because they might say, screw you, and battle us out in court, which a lot of times they do, but he's still going to have claim to something. And he will be able to throw his weight around with the banks with what they're doing in DeFi.
Interesting.
Because that was the point of when he originally created all this, was to take a stock. You can go through the program, you can convert it into Bitcoin, and then someone else can convert it into like gold. You could move all these different assets, and everything's traded peer to peer.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my word on that. Don't avoid DeFi. Some people are saying, "Oh no," because I know no, don't. Again, he's doing something different with it. So and even if, say, for some reason down the line, whatever long shot happened and every DEX had to use somehow, some way, had to use his technology or very token or whatever, who cares? If you guys already are using it and know what to do, then you just use that and you just keep making your same money. Point is, you want to learn how to do this stuff. I wouldn't sleep on it any longer.
No, it's really interesting. I know you've showed us several times. I need to take some action and try to learn how to do it.
Well, why don't we maybe do a private class for people that maybe want to get into this, and we could do a private like Zoom meeting
I'll do that on my Patreon. That would be a really good thing. I'll talk with you and we'll get something scheduled, and
definitely
a great thing to do. Yeah, on Patreon. And that way we could get it booked and have like a specific time where we don't feel rushed, and walk through and have it be like interactive through Zoom, where they could be asking you questions and they can log on and be live asking you questions too with it. So
that'd be awesome.
That would be great. So you guys join my Patreon. The link's in the description. You can ask Johnny all the questions you want. So, well, thank you so much, Johnny. And I'm looking forward to the new year and getting to see everybody. And I think we're going to have a great new year. I'm excited for Litecoin. I loved Dave Schwartz had a little spicy comment on Twitter. I guess it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday or today.
I got to go back and read.
Yeah. He always makes me giggle with his comments. So you guys check out Daddy Cool on Twitter.
I will. I know I'm going to be when the show stops.
Yeah, definitely. All right, everybody, take care, and we'll see you tomorrow for happy hour and New Year's Eve.
And I'll see you guys next year.
See you next year. All right, take care, Johnny. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from Calyx Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from Calyx Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calyxsolutions.io.